album I started writing last spring, and I spent 3 or 4 months writing the songs. And then I started recording in September, and we did like a session and trying to figure out a new sound because I wanted to make a different album. So I started listening to a lot of music from my 20s, like 90s music. A lot of electronic music and music from Bristol, like Massive Attack and Portishead and that kind of stuff that I really loved at the time. And I kind of tried to figure out why it's still good, why I like it, and try to find the elements of the music and try to mix that with my own sound, like my own intimate sound. So we tried that, and then I went on tour for a few months, a solo tour. At the same time I was kind of thinking, and then we started recording again this year. And I think we finished it in the spring. And we were searching a lot because I wanted to do something different. So I kind of was searching for new things. So it was a bit hard, but I wanted it to be exactly what I wanted. So in the end we managed it, and I'm happy with it. When I've done videos in the past, I've always asked directors to kind of be inspired and do their own thing. I'm not a very visual musician. I don't see pictures and images, so I usually give it to someone else to let them be inspired. So I have a lot of beautiful videos that people have made through the years. But this song, it was almost like I felt I wanted to dance in this video. It was something I decided to do, and I just had to figure out how. And we decided to do it simple, just have a camera and a room and this choreography that I learned. So. My voice flies above the sound, flying over the beat of the drums, the beat of the drums, the beat of the drums. I see doors in every direction, I see them all wide. It wasn't a particular artist that inspired me to do directions video. It was just me trying to find my own. I used to dance a lot. I was a gymnast in my teens, so I did ballet and I danced a lot, and I somehow forgot about the dancing, and I kind of rediscovered it just a couple of years ago. And I just kind of, I know how to dance, why don't I do it, you know, that kind of thing. So at the moment, as always, I listen to so much different music. But in the last few months, I've listened a lot to the Sufjan Stevens album, the new one. It's beautiful, I think. And also to Nils Frahm, the pianist. So I've had a lot of, but I also listen to like really rap and hip hop and soul and R&B. So it depends on what I want to have. When I started playing guitar, I discovered the artist Ane Brun back in the 90s, like 97, 98. And if I hadn't, I wouldn't have played the kind of music I do, because she was practically my guitar teacher. I just learned all her songs on the guitar. And she's an amazing guitarist, so it's really difficult. So that's how I kind of became a finger-picking guitar player. And also the way she does everything with her career, she was independent, she's always been independent, I've always been independent. I have my own record company just like her. So I think that she's very important to me. And I don't listen to her so much today as I used to, but I still really a lot of respect for her. So there's a book I read this year that I really love, and it's just a very, very good story, and it has also so many elements about African culture and Nigerian culture that it was so interesting and so enlightening, because I didn't know much about that from before. So it's a book by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I don't really know if I say it the right way, and she's just a very special person too. She's very strong and feminist and very inspiring. I've worked with a lot of different artists. I've had the pleasure of singing with many different singers, including Peter Gabriel and a lot of others, great voices. I don't really know if I can say any, because it always comes up naturally when it happens. But for instance, James Blake is a beautiful voice. Would be fun. You never know.